laughing. This isn't a joke, I'm actually fat. I've got some very unfair comparisons to the way I look. You know, mandatory extra on the set of Sons of Anarchy, that was one. Robert Baratheon from Game of Thrones, that was another. Also, fatter Zach Galifianakis. It's unfortunate. The worst I ever got, though, I get off stage after I do a set, and this very attractive young woman comes walking up to me, which doesn't happen. So I was really excited. And she walks up and says, and I quote, "Hey, you were really funny, but you kind of look like you ate Billy Mays." And the OxyClean guy, yeah. But look, I mean, number one, couldn't you have just switched those two things? Like, couldn't you have said, "Hey, you look like you ate Billy Mays, but you were really funny"? See how much better that sounds? How much less soul-crushing it is? But no, and she said it to my face. Like, bitch, you think I ate a giant fat bearded guy, what makes you think I won't eat you? Alright? You got the balls to say that to me? Really? God, and the saddest thing is, I want you all to know that this whole get-up here, this is all for your benefit. It could be so much worse than it is. So much worse. Okay, real easy. Just imagine if I was wearing a cowboy hat. Not good? It's not a good look. Not good at all. So this is for your benefit. So last weekend, I had quite a weekend. On Friday night, got drunk with a buddy of mine and snorted cocaine for the first time. Why that gets applause is beyond me. But it was pretty interesting. The one thing that really tripped me out, though, the second I snorted it, I thought to myself, boy, this tastes like dehydrated ball sweat. Why? Why does it taste like that? You couldn't chop some fucking oregano into that bitch, give it some zest at least? Why does it have to taste like this? And then it kicked in and everything got awesome. Didn't care anymore. And I was at my buddy's place, and he lives up in the hills, and he's got a bike trail that runs like just across his backyard, and I figured out that on cocaine, I lose my ability to say no to things. It's 1 in the morning, we're blown out on coke and booze, and he goes, "Hey man, let's go for a walk on the bike trail." And I'm like, "Sure, hiking, I do that." And so off we go, just wandering into the night. And we run into a small group of very young teenagers who are spray painting on, they're tagging on the fucking bike trail. And I can't even imagine what this was like for them. You're 14 years old, it's 1 in the morning, you're out way too late, you're tagging, you're in secret, and up walks me and my bigger, more bearded friend, blown out on top. "Hey, how you doing, kids? Woo! That's a good night, huh?" Not terrifying at all. But I was really curious because, like, you know, they were tagging like those weird symbols that are fucking everywhere, and I never understood what they mean. Like, why are you tagging this random archaic crap? And so I asked the kid, I'm like, "Hey, what are you tagging right there?" And he gives me this. I was like, "You know what? Fuck you, you little turd! Alright, I don't know who you think you are. I'm a grown-ass man. I'm 29 years old. I've been out of high school longer than you've been out of diapers. You understand this? I've seen the world. I lived life. What were you going to tell me that was going to blow my fucking mind? Really? Like, oh, I'm a member of the Illuminati. We're mapping out the next mission to Mars." It was right about that moment I realized cocaine might not be for me. That was, also, it was not a good idea because I'm a fat comedian, and historically, fat comedians and cocaine don't do well. We don't end very well. I get a call from SNL, I'm going to tell Warren Michaels to eat a dick. You are not good with my people, sir. All right, thank you guys very much.